Hello everyone and welcome to Learning Music from Nothing. So pretty much for the past 2 weeks I have been producing music in FL Studio, and I've been trying to make a song every day and make a concept, and that's really been helping me grow musically, I think. And yeah, so I thought I would log my growth, I guess, as a musician. I do primarily electronic music, so if you're looking for more acoustic stuff, or maybe like, you know, I don't know what else you'd be looking for, like, I don't know, mixing, mastering tutorials. I'm not good at mixing or mastering, but hopefully by the end of this I will be. So yeah, I guess the series is just about, learning how to make music without knowing anything about music. So my goal for this series is to, every single time I understand something, I film it and I compile that into an episode and maybe make this a weekly thing. And then, yeah. So that's pretty much the introduction. So let's get right into this. So originally, my very first song I ever made, I opened up FL Studio for the first time, and I made this song. I forgot exactly where I found this synth, but I looked up a tutorial on how to make a synth. I even forgot what this is called. Anyway, I was going through my recommended videos, or I searched something about producing music, and this synth came up and I liked it, so I thought I would just show you all, like, sort of what this song is, and then maybe explain my thought process, because this is the first thing I ever made in FL, and I'm not much better, but I mean, it really, really helped me. It like explained a lot for me, and I also, stole someone's growl synth. I didn't really use it very well, but I have that. So yeah, I'm just gonna mute my mic and you guys can hear it. So yeah, that was the first song I ever made, and apologies if it got really freaking loud there, but hopefully I'll be able to quiet it a little bit in the editing software, which I will be using. So yeah, so that is pretty much what, the first song I ever made. And so what I did is I like to separate, okay, this is probably really, really stupid, and is like not how you're supposed to do it, but also I called my drums dumps, I guess. Let me just rename those really quickly. So yeah, so the first thing I did when I got in here is I created a drum track, which is just like a simple drum track. So yeah, so the great thing about FL Studio is when you first load in, you get this, and you can find your own kicks and claps and hats and snares, but honestly, the music you'll be making when you first start out is going to be terrible, right? So I personally am focusing more on making like stuff like melodies, and just like getting better at using this software, and hopefully getting into using synthesizers better. But the first thing you see when you load in is this. Well, not the very first thing. The very first thing you see is some stupid like track that's like an example track, and it's not stupid, it's pretty good. But yeah, so the great thing about this is you can make like patterns, right? So I know nothing about music, but this is very simplistic. So I can just go like, if I wanted to, I could just yeah, so that's just like, yeah, see, it's like super freaking simple. See, it's like super simple. And if I wanted to make those drums hit faster, I would just go like this. This is the tempo, and this increases how fast everything is playing, right? Or how fast the track goes through, right? So, yeah. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to create a drum beat, which you like. Actually, what I personally like to do, and this is because I don't really know anything about music, is I like to open this up, like Styrus, right? Oh, by the way, if you ever lose the pattern thing, you want to go up here to this and click on this, and it will open it up again. And if it ever gives you anything like this, you want to click down here and click all, right? And you want to drag citrus, right? And say we just want to mess around with like, let's just find a good preset. Okay, we can use this default, but any of these presets will work just as long as they sound good. So in order to get that sound going, you want to press anything on your keyboard, your computer's keyboard or your MIDI keyboard. If you don't know what a MIDI keyboard is, that's fine. You don't need to know. Or alternatively, you could just press stuff right there, right? Now, other thing you can do is, so this actually has drums. So we could use this to make a beat. Yeah. But what you want to do is you want to find some sort of like synth, right? So, sorry. Did not mean to go there. You want to find some sort of sound which you like. So let's just say, it's probably hard to work with. That's also hard to work with. Okay, we'll just use this because I know how this works, right? So what you want to do is now you have this sound, and I'm going to make a second pattern, and we're going to call it melody, right? And we're going to, now that we have this, make sure that melody is selected, and you click here, right? And it lays down this thing. Oh, also, if this is not up for you, you want to go up here, and you want to click this, right? And then when the pattern thing goes away, you want to click that. But we don't need the pattern thing right now. What you want to do is see how you can move it if you drag this. You want to see that little, like, I don't know, like Rubik's Cube looking thing. You want to click on that, and you want to click Edit Pattern. It'll bring this up. You want to right click on the synth that you want to screw with, and you want to click Piano Roll. And so now we get a list of all of these notes, right? So if you press on your keyboard, it'll highlight the key, which it'll highlight the sound. So I'm pressing the Y key, and it's making an A5 sound. And so that the note is A and the octave is 5, but you don't need to know that right now. So let's say we want to start out here. And I'm just going to turn this down a little bit so it's less annoying. So we can place notes, right? And so we wanted to. We could, sorry, my mic cut out right there, but we could just make some sort of simple pattern. sort of like how that sounds. I like the way the notes go, but I sort of want to make it. Okay, so this is really simple, but I just found something. So. So when you want to move a group of notes, oh, by the way, right click deletes any note, right? So if you want to move a group of notes, you want to come up here and click select. You want to drag on these. This is really helpful for me. And you want to hold shift and move with the arrow keys. So I want to put this here. So, and then I want to go like. Yeah, so I like that sound a lot, actually. Well, I don't like it a lot, but it works. So we can, if we wanted to, we could make it more complicated. So, a good rule of thumb, which someone told me, okay, so when I'm making anything like this, right, I just like messing around, but what I found out is that notes that are one apart sound better. So by one apart, what I mean is like, so A5 goes better with G5 than it goes with G sharp 5, sorry. So we could be like, if we wanted to, I'm just curious on how this sounds. And a lot of this is just like experimenting. But I don't really like it very much. So, but you know, it's experimenting with how long you want each note to be. I like that a little bit better, and I think I'll make that long. Yeah, so I like that relatively well. And so now what we can do is, now we have the melody, basically. So this is just going to be really simple. I almost did drums again. Drums. So now that we have drum selected, we can click right here. And so now we can pull up. Oh, and by the way, if you want the whole entire track to play, you just click up here, and it will start, and you press space bar, and that should do it. So let's just start here. Let's see how that sounds. So I like how that sounds relatively well. So now if we want to make it progress a little bit, what we do is we click up here in the top left and we click make unique. Because if we edit this, so if we edit this pattern, it'll edit this pattern because they're the same pattern. So when we click make unique, it becomes melody 2. And if you want to be neat about it, you can rename it, but I won't, because this is, to rename it, you would click rename / color and it would rename, right? But we want to edit the pattern of melody number 2. And in order to get melody number 2 playing, we would click up here. So I'm liking how this is sounding right now. So now what we would do is we'd click here for drums. If we want these drums here, we would be like, blah. So when you select something to move it, it'll let you paste it somewhere else just by clicking. And if it's ever not letting you, so let's say for instance, make you select stuff, you would click here, the draw button, and it would draw for you. So that's really useful. So something I've been experimenting with, I'll save this, and I'll save this as song for YouTube. And now I want to open you all a song I've been working on, and I think I'm going to work on that for a little bit, and that should wrap up the video. I think so. So that's the song I've been working on recently, and I thought I would just show you how I mess around a little bit and change things a little bit. So as you can see, I'm horribly disorganized and nothing good is happening here. But I like the overall song so far. Oh, by the way, something that I learned very recently, which I wish people would have told me. Well, that's sort of my fault for not really researching it. But you can raise or lower the velocity of every note. And so what that will do is if I put this down here, see how that sounded a lot quieter? It's because the velocity of the note is down. So that's how hard, if I was playing on a piano, that's how hard it would hit, how hard I would hit the keys. But since I'm not playing on a piano, it's like, you know. Anyway, so pretty much my favorite part about all of this is this. Sorry, that was probably hell. But I love this sound. Sorry, I made this at a friend's house and someone renamed the synth. So please ignore this. So as you can see, progresses. So it starts off just like right here. What I did was I changed this to have an A note in the middle of this perfect. So that just sort of made it sound cool, I guess. But I have it every three. So this will go by, this will go by, this will go by, and then the middle note happens again, the A note. And here what I did was I screwed around. Okay, so here's the thing. There's these things called chords, and they are pretty much just like a bunch of notes put together that when they're put together, they sound amazing. And I just was like screwing around, and I just stumbled upon this chord. I don't even know what it's called, so don't even ask me, because I don't know about chords yet. I'm probably going to look that up tonight, see if I can get any more stuff done on that. But I'm sort of curious, actually, what this sounds like. No, I don't like that. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I was thinking I would just copy this, put this here, make this unique, and delete this because I want that to be every third, or every fourth, sorry. and I wanted to see if I could mess around a little bit. Oh, and also I don't know if I want to get rid of that actually. Let me hear how that sounds. I like how it sounds, but at the same time I sort of want to save that for a little bit later. And so what I want to mess around with now is this. This is sort of like the drum. So I just want to mess around a little bit. Right, I made this unique, right? Yeah, I did. Good. Okay, so I like how that sounds, and then I would want it to alternate a little bit right here. So it goes like dun 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 dun, and then right here I would like it to do something different. So I would like it to go dun 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 dun. Yeah. That's exactly how I want it to sound. So if you put the drums in, you can hear the difference. Yeah. I like how that sounds. However, I would like it better if I think. Yeah. I like that a lot better. So it plays twice. So it's like. Yeah. Oh, it's such a crisp sound. I love that drum. Like that drum synth that was made in. It was made in Massive. I like Massive a lot. Well, it wasn't made. It was a preset, but it sounds amazing. So I think I'm going to end off the video now. I hope you all enjoyed the first episode of this. I know it was a little bit all over the place, and I had to do some explaining at the beginning of the video. This video mainly is just for me. If you guys like it, that's awesome, but yeah, it's really not why I'm making the series. But I hope that I help someone, because God, this shit is so confusing. Like, holy hell. Like, it feels great though. Like, once you make your first song, you feel freaking amazing. Like, if you feel like everything's just like too complicated or whatever, just follow those steps I gave you in the beginning. Just start messing with the notes, just go here, edit pattern, pull up the note roll, piano roll, and just start messing around, because honestly that's what made me want to do this, because like this is just so much fun. Like, I can't explain it. Like, literally, in the middle of the video I stopped talking. I knew I stopped talking, but I was just so engrossed in making music that like I just wanted to keep making music, and it was hard to talk because I was just so into it. And now I'm gonna keep making the song, but I realize that I'm just sort of dragging on. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of this, subscribe. If you don't, that's cool too. Don't hate. Anyway, see ya.